guys, welcome back to another what if video. And if my voice sounds not so interested in this what if, I remember that I actually am. It's just my kind of night, almost nighttime deep voice, how it sounds. But yeah, today we'll be doing my 500 sub special because um earlier today I hit like 485 or something, and I was planning on pre-recording my 500 sub special, but I refreshed my subscriber count like 20 minutes ago, and I found out I have over 500 subs, so now I need to do the 500 sub special. As this will be part 2 on what if Asta was an assassin. That was the one that won my lottery. And if you guys wondered if you missed it, no you didn't. I did this on my own quickly because I'm currently offline when I did that too, so next lottery I'll try to get people in, like people's names so they can choose what's next part. So yeah. As anyway, you could, if the most luck the upcoming lotteries won't be like you won't be able to choose a deck or what if, cause I think I'm only gonna go with Asta what ifs for now until I find a good anime to do other what ifs on. And yes, I'm calling MH not a good anime. I'm not interested in it. I don't like it compared to like how I like Black Clover. Clover catch my on a different way, but yeah, now enough shit chatting, now let's dive right into it, shall we? That's where we last left off. You, Asta and Yami and the other Black Bulls, you walked right through the portal to the hideout. After Yami and Yami's and Asta's little discussion about Asta's clothing. So now we get to the base. So go for a portal there. Yami opens the door. Because Asta doesn't run in forward as he does in canon, because he's more like, he doesn't do that really. He's more like the cold person. Just when I walk in, Asta would see everything, the chaos there. He thinks like, this will be a good place for me to stay, he thinks. It's then Yami and then Yami just smashed the wall and said, "Quit breaking stuff!" As all the Black Bulls would see him and rush there. Yami said, "Sit down," as they all do. Then Magnus said, "Gather in your recruits that we put in the black in their place." Yami said, "We got a new recruit," as he said, he was pointed where he thought Asta was, but Asta wasn't there. What? Where did newbie go? As Asta will now appear on the other side of Yami. His feeling was like, they are his. And I'm like, yeah, we got a new newbie. Asta would, as the minute they would all look at Asta. Asta would be like, bruh, okay, I'm staying half in the shadows, he thought. So they was only see kind of like not completely right of how we looked. Siam was a little bit ticked off, but for that, yeah, he probably doesn't like being seen so much, as he considered how we acted during the entering exam. He didn't really like the public that much. Standing here said, "Hi, my name is Asta." They were asked where Asta Auditory. They were asked, and there were some like they were asked Asta Auditorium. Never heard that name before. I was like, yeah, I know you haven't. Then Mag would say, "Are you sure this is a new recruit?" Jan was like, "Yeah, he is. Even though he doesn't seem like one, he's our newest recruit." Then Magnum be like, "Okay, time to the baptism." Jan would be like, "Yeah, I'm not." Then Asta would look at him like, "Yeah, I can do it." Jan would be like, "Okay, Mister, cool keeping us all." Jan would ticked off, but I thought like, "Bruh, I'm just gonna let him do this. He's probably not gonna let me say otherwise." Then they just proceeded with it. Like they just walked out. No. So when they did, Asta was for did the physical part where it does it easily. And about the boulder breaking part, he would just break it too with his head easily because he's straying with his head. And now they would ask if he could just take off the hoodie. I was like, no. They wonder why. As they thought that maybe it is because his clothing. He doesn't maybe like to. As they thought about why he was in the shadows all the time. No. It came from a medical portion. Magna forced all the fireballs towards Asta to come there rapidly. Asta would dodge them easily with his skills as an assassin. As he then they would all be amazed on how fast he could dodge them. Then Magna shouts up the giant one. Asta like, thinks about it for a second. Actually, it will be longer, but then we create a cross, open his grimoire. I know I can expose it now. Flip it to a new page. Open it, a hand will get out. He draw out a crossbow. Young will see this like, what? Hey, what is this magic really? Asna charge up the crossbow. As the fireball comes towards him. As loads the crossbow and just shoots. As now they will see a magic energized arrow. I don't know what color it will be, so it will just be a magic energized arrow coming from the crossbow, piercing right through the fireball. It disperses now. As the arrow continues going right towards Magna. As Asta stops it right before it will hit Magna and disperse it. So they will all be surprised. Finra will be shocked. So what? Then, as now he asked would just everyone was buried, asked with questions, asked would dodge them. Like, please just don't do this. No, he won't. He was like, bruh. Okay, no, he wanted to say that. God, I'm so switching personality from the first vid. This is a problem making new parts for me. I'm always ending up switching the personalities, even though I know the personality in the first vid. But yeah, he's buried with people now. He's like, I'm most like in the shadow guy, but with unknown people. But he was like, yeah, sure. As when I tried to like cling on to him, he just has enough. Yeah, I'm gonna see that Asta's hand trying to his blade. He was telling us back off, I'll let the newbie be. The black what? Then they see Asta's tension and his hand on the sword black. Yeah, we should not piss him off anymore. And so then Asta will get his robe, but instead of getting the robe around him, he will just ask if he could just make it a sigil on his grimoire holder. She'll be like, okay. She wanna why? Asta said, then she think like maybe he's like those clothes on. Asta said like, yes, it's that actually. She'd be shocked like, what could he? Wait, did you read my mind? He said, but no, I just anticipated what he thought. He said, there was Terry's voice. Like, wow. As Asta would get his on his grimoire holder as he wanted. Then they had a little feast. Then Asta would look up, because he thought that someone was watching. And indeed there was. There was a silver-haired girl watching down on them. Asta would see her and be like, noble, huh? A royal. Even at that, he thinks. As he holds himself not just urge and kill her, even though he's good composure, but he still like implies extra focus on doing that. Because yeah, he didn't want to expose himself as the unknown assassin or murderer of all the bandits. As now he would just excuse himself and ask if he said, gotta go to bed now. He said, they'd be like, yeah, okay. Then he almost told Magda to show the newbies his room. I'm like, okay. As in this, Asta won't get the same room as he did in Canon, he will get a better room. As it was already clean, Magda was like, what? This room is already clean? No, he wouldn't say that, but yeah, here you go. Asta like, thanks, I guess. Then Asta, then he closes the door, Asta locks it with his hidden blade. No, he has closed the door now. Asta like, lay down in bed, like, His Magnus said, what, shouldn't you write down letters back? So what to say back home? Asta would just look at him like, then was feel the pressure coming from Asta. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna go now. Asta just closes the door and sits down. He thinks back at all this, what happened. What has happened during these few years. He gets back from a mission. Like this, he gets back from the mission he got from the assassins. He finds the assassin almost all dead almost. He's the last one of his kind. He reflects on everything. What he did to kill all the spells that he heard at poor villagers, innocent villagers. He thinks back at everything. Then he thinks back. How we make knights and how they are now. He thinks, Then he thinks back at. Then he remembers the noble. Let's look down them. He thinks like, who was that? He thinks. He decides to check it out tomorrow to track that girl down. She decides to. I need to go out soon to do my monthly slaughter. He thinks. I mean, I can't stay dormant like this all the time. Otherwise, the bandits will get more and more. Next morning, he will just walk out, down, eat breakfast. I should tell Yam that I gotta go do something now. If you'll excuse me, Yam like, yeah, okay. As I said, I'll be coming back later this day or maybe tomorrow weekend. I don't know. He said. Yam like, yeah. Just be here on the Sunday. He said. I was like, yeah, sure. As it was Thursday morning now. I was like, would see this like what? What? Yes, they were asking him about it. So like, yeah, the newbie's gotta do something else. Gotta let him do this. No, it was said. Oh, the newbies had an errand to do. I don't know what it was, but it seemed important. Like, okay, once now travels to the old castle where the assassin was, where they had hidden the graves. He goes to them and tells them about what happened and everything. Just to make sure that they are informed about it. As no one sees him there. Then he would hear something after he talked about the troops. He was here. Like the troops gathering around that castle. You wonder what? Then he saw some other trying to construct builds here. No, then he saw troops just scan go loot the building and everything again. So scavengers. Then he sees someone in there. Then he sees what they had designed on them. It's not diamond mages. He's like, but how can it be there? He thinks. Then he realizes that, no. When did he get here? Then he pulls open a grimoire. He takes out his crossbow. As the fire aims at one guard, shoots it down without anyone noticing at first. Next, he shoots with a bow as he puts the crossbow back. And the last one sneaks in the shadows, going towards them. As now he throws two knives at the guards, some other guards. They just fall down. The guards first hear this noise, kind of as the two guards fall down. They walk, what? Then Asta takes out his knife again and throws it against the general. General was able to hear this and noticed that I catch the knife in the last. It felt like, oh, and here I thought there was no one here since the base is all burnt down. No, they wouldn't say that anything. That he was be like, they would examine this like, looks like we're too late, said one of them. Sir General, seems like no one else or one has already killed all of them. Feeling like, it seems so. Castle is burned down of a year ago, but it seems though there's now a knife comes towards him. That there's still someone has been maintaining this, or been here a couple of times. No, he said, it seems though odd that they were to leave this place like this, burned down, and that everyone would go extinct. Now, while I was saying this, a knife would get thrown as he catches it with his shield. No, he was grab it, as it was really close to his head. I was like, Then he said, looks like one was survived, didn't it? As he wouldn't get no answer, he said, I know you're there, assassin. As the troops now would get ready. Osbeck walked out of the shadows, like, here I thought there was no Templars around here. Seems though there are. Yeah, Black, here I thought all the assassins were extinct. You know, we Templars have been conquering this entire world. No, he wouldn't say it to say, you know, since your peace idiot has destroyed the pieces of Eden, we have been killing you one by one. Now we come for your country. This place, as we heard, assassins have discovered this country in secret and traveled here. Though it seems that someone else destroyed them. I was like, yeah, it seems so, he said. Though they're not alive anymore. The Templar was like, yeah, thought so. You assassin, always quick to kill people. I was like, you're two Templars. But you're the one. At least we have a purpose to serve the people. You only seek power. Templar Black, we only seek power. We seek to reform the world, to free the people of what chains them down the most. Free them. Then Oswald said, and that's why we can never agree to ever come to understanding. You want to take the best thing from the humanity, and we give it to them. You corrupt everything, and we to correct the corruption. Black, never heard it said that way. You must be wise. As then we see the mentor built so. Said, so the mentor fled and let all his assassins die. Osbeck, no, I didn't. I got promoted by the mentor after I got back from mission. As I saw all my mentor die in my hands, I become the new mentor. As Asta Skirmer wouldn't be able to be seen now, just because he didn't want to expose us in the black walls. Instead I said, oh, you Templars, why are you here? Said as we said, we're here to kill all of the assassins and conquer this world. I was like, you know you chose the wrong country to do that. Instead the general's like, you have no right to say that, assassin. Let's go to kill him. I was like, oh, really? He draws out his sword. The guards come towards him. He just easily kills them with his sword, puts it through the chest, cuts them over the neck, pierces their eyes, their brain. I know that sounds cruel and weird, but he does that somehow. He kills them in incredible ways. Then his sword gets taken down. No, then just puts the sword back in his hilt as the more people come. The guard will be like, oh, is you giving up now? I was like, giving up? No. He draws out his hidden blade now, killing 2 people immediately. Can't you score like that, as it will end up being just 3 people, the general and 2 other. Asta protects the general. yelling back, "Kill him already!" This this call like swallows and attacks Asta now. Asta sees them coming a long way. Was when they're searching for him, he dodged them and just throws two knives at their backs. Then it's only General left. He draws out his sword. Asta draws his sword now, and the epic sword fight will begin. It was culling swords for a long while. As they would release magic into their swords now too. They would be fighting for a while. As the duelists would be out strolling. No, as the magic releasing would attract people to watch. To be like alerting people to call them at nights there. As well be duelists was wanted to check what this fight was. And the Black Bulls too. As Yami was called the Whisk King. Whisk was like, "Hey, Yami," he'd be like, "Yeah, go check that out to yourself," he said. He'd be like, "What?" He said, "No." He was called Yami about it, and Yami like, "Yeah, what is it, Whisk King?" He said, "There has been detected a fighting on, that around the new castle we never saw before just appeared some a half a year for a couple of months ago." I'm like, "Yeah, what is it?" There seems to be a fight and clashing between magic there. I want you to check it out." I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "Why you want me?" He said. "Because it's more closer to your base. So it's kinda..." I'm like, yeah, I got it, I'll check it out." He was like, "No, I will be coming with you." And he'll be like, "Yeah, okay." Like, "But why?" Said, "Because I want to see who's fighting and why, and ask why they're fighting there." I'm like, "Okay." As they're about to open a portal there, as before the open portal, Oswald finished the sword fight with the Templar, who has cut his hand off easily, and this injured his other arm so he couldn't do anything. Just then tells the Templars, "You should never have come here." He finished the Templar off, and now the portal will start to open. Oswald as the Templar would have died now. Oswald put the sword back in his hilt. As White Wind was about to leave, the portal is completely open, and Yami and Whiskin would come through to see Asta. They are standing. And then we see all the dead people there. They wouldn't see the dead people. They would see Asta because Asta would have disposed of the corpses at first, so we wouldn't find them. Destroy them with this assassination magic to make no trace. They would see Asta, and they ask what happened. No, then Jan would walk up just like, "So, why are you here, kid? No one is supposed to know about this place." Also look at him with his eyes as Jan tries to actually takes his hand on his shoulder. Also grab it, and Twister's like, "No one should know about this place." "So why do you know about it?" he said. "Was it you that found it when it burned down those months ago?" As Jan was hear a voice in his heard Asa's voice, the tone was wait. Then Whisking like, "So why were you fighting some guy here?" Also looking like, "That idiot, that bastard, tried to make filth of for my home," he said. Just to hear the shivering in Asa's voice. As Asta was always able to keep his composure, but not now. Just feel the rage built in Asta's voice. Like, wait, there's Jan Jules would ask, "So, if I answer this correctly, yeah, Asta would be like, "Yes, I lived here. I was out doing a mission for my group, for my family," you said. "When that night happened, the terrible thing happened. Do you sit down to talk about it?" Also wouldn't tell him about the creed, but only that his family was slaughtered. He is the only one, and he has chose these clothes. To ask what mission he was on, he said, "I was out hunting to bring food for this week. That week, when I got back, I saw the troops. know what. I didn't know what to, when I come back. I just didn't know what to do. I talked to my family. I just heard them die. I watched them all die in my arms. Last thing I did before I left was give them some graves. Then I just had to leave. As I saw diamond ridges emerge from there, I come against. As I saw them just scavenging this place, there was too many for me to take them all on. But I swore to become a magic knight so I can find the ones that killed my family and give the revenge. As he clenched his fist, they would use and Jan would just hear the voice like realize that this was really his home. Like they both said we're sorry we didn't know us, like it's fine. Then he stands up and walks away. Jan was like, hey kid, are you going back? He said, no. I have other things to do now. He walks, then said, you and besides him, you'll probably a fight between Magna and Luck again. Asta walks away now. He feels like, oh, okay. He walks away. Jan would just tell him that Asta planned actually to be gone until Sunday or something. Yeah, Whisk him like, oh, okay. Then tells Asta to be careful. Asta like, yeah, sure. As Jan and Whisking goes back to the capital, discussing what they heard about Asta, and learn that Asta might be able to tell them what really happened those years ago, because they thought that Asta's hiding something, though they don't know what, and they wonder. Asta didn't tell them why they never could see the castle before. Or feel the mana from there. Now we go to where Asta's perspective. Asta is now walking. As he was about to search for some bandits, but there will be no bandits really near here. Because all the bandits knew about the rumors about all the other bandits would have been just eliminated. A huge amount of them would have been eliminated for not long after they committed what they did to the village. So they would be feared to just have fear against what they did. As Asta then decided just to kill some wicked nobles. Luckily there were plenty of them. You will see nobles torturing commoners as slaves, as he kills them in the shadows at the night when no one else sees. As when he's done with the next, he moves on. He will be killing people until Saturday, when he walks back. As he visits this place again with the castle, as he decides to visit them again and tells them about what he did, just to inform them a little bit. They decides it probably take a while before he gets back here. As he said to them that they didn't know that they were here. The Templars seems they found a way to us. Seems they found this country. They're aiming to destroy this too. And not forget them. Please, ancestors, grant me strength to fight all the Templars. As Asta won't get an answer, but he knew that they'll have listened. Feels like, yeah, it's there up to them now. Then he walks away. Back to the base. He would arrive early. No, it would be like early in the Saturday morning. I say no, actually in the night to the Saturday. Morning, night, if you know, not the night, it'll just be like 2 a.m. or something. Gets back to base early in the morning. As Vanessa is only the only one there because she's sleeping drunk. He just opens the door and closes it. Jan will beat it to kind of sitting down and sleeping. As he wakes up when Asta walks in. He was here on the tone of Asta's going that Asta was sad still. Had a strong feelings about something. Jan couldn't really understand what it was, but he just felt that he needs to do this on his own. So we let Asta be. Asta walks to his room. As Vanessa would kind of walk up to, like, wonder what it was. No, she would just wake up and was wonder what the noise was. Then she just barely sees Asta walking in her, like, the corner of her eyesight. She's like, oh, where did it? So he's back now. He's walked to his room, closes the door, and sitting on his bed. Like, wondering what he should do now, what he should do. If the Templars know that we have found this place, and if order tracked down where the Sansons hide at, where there's not a long time before they will track down us. And it feels like, will the American Knights even be able to stop them now, he thinks. If they all have found this place, they must have conquered a lot of the other world before they started war at this place. He thinks like, I can't help the other worlds, but I can't help the other countries, but I can at least help protecting this continent, or this country. As he will think like that, until next day. No, until the other woke up earlier this later. As Asta would not have slept at all. Well, he would have slept a little bit, like 2 hours. He walks down. As he would know, as it would be like 2 hours before Asta fell asleep now. So yeah, then it was 5 o'clock. Asta woke up. Then others would be walk down. No, then I was to wait there like 5 hours in this room. As now he was here, the other woke up. He just walks down again. He sits down in the shadows. On his own, like this, like sad mood. Yammer feels with the key too. Stan decided to walk up to Asta to ask if he was okay later on. Asta eats his breakfast in quiet, lest everyone see that, like, they remember how he looked, like, in the Thursday morning when he left. How he looked and how he felt. He was not like this. They all see the sad look. Like this change in his, how he ate and how he acted. And then Asta just walks away. Jan would, like, before Jan, well, alright, when Jan was about to ask if he was okay. So now, Asta would just walk and feed the beast. And now he's done with that. He stumbles across Noel. And yes, Asta won't need a tour. He was already able to find this place out. Then meets Noel, like, Let's see what I see Noel there. She'll be like, where have you? So you're the other newbie, where have you been all these days? Also won't answer, she'll be like, I'm royalty, you know, give me an answer already. Osback, so you're royalty, huh? He walks up to her, said, well, no, he would just walk up there now. Like, he was thinking, so she's royalty. Of course she would be. She's probably just as the other royals. He walks up to her, like, it doesn't concern you where I have been. Or what, do you care about me? As she would just, like, wonder what, as then she'll hear the voice, like, the sadness in it. She'll think, like, what has he been through during all these days? Where was he? She kind of thinks that made him this sad. He was not like this during the first day. Asta walks away now. Doesn't bother her at all. And hold on. No, I could keep going this for a while. Asta then walks back to the hall and just sits down there. Then Jan walks up to ask, are you okay? Asta like, yeah. As Jan would tell Sarah that he didn't mean it, that he wasn't really okay. Jan like, decides to just leave him alone then. Asta then decides that he doesn't want to sit here. He goes to the library. Sits down in a, like, what is it called now? Miss Asta sits down in a sofa, reading some books there. Doesn't really mind himself, as the other black books would have said to like sneak in, try to ask. So Vanessa would be the one actually to ask what's wrong. She walks up, sits down next to him and asks, so, what's wrong? Us like, nothing. She'd be like, take him now closer to her. Like, oh, come on, I know there's something wrong. I heard it on your voice. You did not act as you did the other days. Also, like, Yes, look at him like, really? Why? So then just look, sees her. I'm like, no. He thinks, no, not, no. Then it's like, it's nothing. He walks away now. So Vanessa like, what? Did I? Did I do something wrong? Asked the other black bulls to see how he acted. Asta now sits down. Asta pushes her away from the sofa. Like, just leave me alone, he said. Then he read the books. Other black bulls to see how he was directed Vanessa like that. Like, didn't like he just wanted to be alone. So now, Asta would sense this mana. He must put the book on the table. Walks out the water. What now? Asta would see the serious look turn, like the serious. Also sad, like walking all that would turn to seriousness. Then what was it now? Asta opens the door and runs out. As they all know, the other will start to sense it too. The water. Someone was losing control. As a giant water bubble would come up, as Asta would see that it was Noel. He would like, Miss Real, huh? As yeah, the other black was walk out, Jan tells him that so you already sensed it. Asp like, yeah, so do something about it. Asp like, He just jumps for it, like climbs the tree easily. He jumps up in the air and just using his sword to slash through the water. As Nala falls down, Asta catches her. As when they land, Asta puts her down immediately. She's like, what? Why did you do that? Asta, I'm royalty, you know. Why did you just put me down like that? Asta like, because you're royalty, he said. He just walks away. Just like, you got some strong, but just get it under control. She's like, what the? She kind of blushes just a little tiny bit. Like, what? What? It's now, Asta walks away. Just leaving him be. The other was brighter, like, you fits right into her, but all failures. Then she asks, so what's his deal? Jan walks up there and starts like, he's been through some stuff. He doesn't want to tell us either. Standing here, Asta would just hear this like walk away now back to the library, sitting and reading books the entire rest of the day. Just to throw out his time. So he just gets sleep and start to sleep there. As when the others was see him reading books all day. As then what about like when it was not too like early, they see him just walk and check on him again, as they would see him sleeping. They wonder, now we can just see his face now as the things to draw to take off his hoodie. As about to do that. So Asta now take their hat as he was about to rip it off. No, take his hood off as he grabbed it and said like, what are you trying to do here, exactly? Back quiet. Asbak just let me sleep. He falls back to sleep now. Kinda like almost falls down on the sofa now. Instead there was a pillow there under his head, so he was easily asleep now. The rest decided to leave him be, except for some of the people that started watching him curious. It should be Vanessa, Noel, and Yami. And Charm, of course, because yeah. Yes, why some girls watching him with Vanessa and Noel watching there, I think he's mysterious and kinda attractive in some way. Yes, Vanessa would think like that, even though it will not be as he's drunk. And I know in the shipping of this, I'm planning on. I don't know yet if I should do a Vanessa or a Mimosa. I got a request to do Mimosa in this, but to that person, that might change to Vanessa. Okay? I just have thought about it now, and it will be troublesome to make a royal date Asta when he's like who he is. Even though Mimosa is like the kind of royal she is. I don't know if I should make it like that. If he should date Mimosa or Vanessa now. I can't decide yet. But yes, as back to the what if now. As Vanessa and Noel are watching him because they curious and finds him attractive. Young was kind of watching him now and then checks in. He thinks like maybe he was really tired at why he was sad, maybe, or act like that. He maybe was really tired. A charm was there as to if he woke up when he was hungry. She is telling that if he's hungry when he wakes up, he's telling me. She walks away now. Like, yeah. He sits down near Asta. Asta wakes up. Like, he knocks his eyes a little bit. Then he picks up the book he was reading. Also continue reading it. I still see like he's energized. Then I'm like, yeah, I'm kinda hungry now. I still, no, it said like, Charmy. She would be here. This like, yeah, he's hungry now. She like asked like, what? And she was sitting scratching his eyes a little bit. Like, you're not completely woken up. Shoma tells him that sit down. I always make you food. As she is cooking food now. Complete all her ships were really that. Black was prepared like the rumble. As she thought she was check what it was. As they were see Asta half awake. As now when Charmis does food for him. Asta eats it up all. Then he says thank you as he kind of jumps a little bit. Then he just continues reading his book. As it does, damn, that's boring. He walks out from the library now. Sits down in the sofa, where the other is in the like the main hall of the Black Bulls. He's chilling there. No, he will sit down in a chair, chilling. So now the other Black Bulls would the others would walk back there as Vanessa and Val was wait for a while and then sit down. As Vanessa still gets into the sofa there. As Noel though, she sits in a chair. Move her chair next to Austin and start asking him some questions. Austin like, so why you're moving so close to me? As he kind of moves his chair away a little bit. Noel walks it close because said, cause I want to talk to you. It's Austin like, yeah, you can talk to me without moving your chair so close. He almost again a little bit. Noel is really said, yeah, then yeah, I probably can. She asks him, so why are you so? She asks him a question about where did that hoodie come from. Yeah, I want to hear the questions. I'm like, whoa, that might not be good to ask him. Like, no, Jamal's interest is now more if he might answer differently. Also tells you that doesn't bother you at all. She's like, I'm royalty. You should be honored and speak to you. Also not turn his face to her. It's like, I know you're royalty. That's why you don't even need to know. Then he asks if you have no better question to ask and leave. I'm just gonna go somewhere else. I said what to raise up. This is no. I have better. He was okay. Said Asta Auditor. I never heard Auditor name before. I was like, yeah, I know you haven't. Then I says any other questions. She's like, I was like, I thought so. He sits down next to the sofa now. On the sofa, as Vanessa was sitting down in the outer corner, and she would just kind of act drunk, and goof around near to Asta. Asta realized that she was drunk, but wasn't acting that drunk that she was do this. She went closer and asked, kind of act like she's falling onto him, his lap. Asta was just like, Yes, accept it, as it doesn't bother it at all. She talks to her other black bulls. A little bit she's setting. Yeah, I try to socialize a little bit. He thinks like, maybe I shouldn't be as he thinks. Maybe I shouldn't be as cool as the others. Maybe I should be more open, but still not tell them about my creed. As Vanessa still tries to get Asta's attention now, as she finally does. Asta looks down on her. She's like, yeah. She will hiccup sometimes. She will ask him with questions, little bit questions. Then she just stands up, sits up correctly now. And she tries to drag him to her chest, come on, I know you want to hug me. Cry out your sorrow, and cry out if you need to. Tell me something about yourself. Yes, Osberg. And she tries to push him towards her chest, but that doesn't really work. I was like, no. She'd be like, Then she decides to try to hug him still. Osberg, be real uncomfortable by this. She'd be like, As long as his hoodie was about to fall off, as everyone would see this, we excited to see what it was. As now Vanessa was there too. Also, Sansa pushed her back and just take it off. They could all see scruffy hair. And all of them see it, but what? What the? There was no. They would see his hair, but shocked by it. How foul. It won't be like the spike guessing. Yeah, it will look a spy guessing cannon. And I'll see that. So when he's talking all that, they will never really have seen his hair eye color. But that won't be green as it is in the manga and anime. Or the anime actually. I think you can see it on some manga covers too, but his eyes will actually be grey. No, it will still be green actually. We'll see his eyes. No, we'll see his eyes and everything. It's like, yeah, stop being shocked already. This is how I look. I'm kind of happy that he showed his face now. As both Vanessa and Noel think like he's handsome. They all think. I was like, then Vanessa was now Ost was on have his scar down. Vanessa would see his pressing against her chest. Now Ost looks away. I'm not seeing anything at all. Then Vanessa pushes him down as she lays down now. Ost gets forced down too. Ost didn't mind it at all now. Noel shocked she was freak out. It's now Ost yeah, I'm gonna let this be now, he thinks. No, he was like, doesn't bother at all, but bro, if I'm just trying to get off there, she would just keep forcing me down again. Man, it's horrible. Then he decides to tell her that I gotta go now. He tells her, like, what? He said, yeah, I need to train. He tells her, so it'll be 7 p.m. She's like, okay. She decides to Asta walks out now, puts on his hoodie, he does some push-ups on we'll see, then draws out his sword and practices against the tree. Asta will also see how quick his swords work, how different all his different sword styles. You won't see this tomb like what? As then we will see as he trains against the tree. They will see his sword swing against the tree. They won't see any cuts yet. But when Oz was done with one sword style, the tree would be cut in pieces by the sword. As to look at the sword later on, as Yama saw in the sword that it was no scratch on it at all. Like, what, did he imbue it with magic to protect it or something? Oz was now done with the training, puts the sword back in his hilt. Was walking back to the hideout. As he tells them that when his starter was watching his training, he said it's rude to watch someone train without asking or anything, just being quiet all that. He walks back to the base. They were not really shocked that he noticed them, but still kind of shocked that he noticed them. And then they just leave him alone. Then Asta walks back to the base, sits in the sofa, kind of half sleeping now. As Vanessa was was like sit still was as no as Vanessa was there watching. I was sit down in the sofa now next to her. I was falling asleep now. As Vanessa was serious, like as he's now falling asleep, she was put him against her. As now sitting back, what? No, no, no. Why am I getting red? She was rocked up now. As the first all when the other back was go back there. Although Noel was kind of one of the first to get back, but Arsenal walk in. Just hear someone snoring and see Asta snoring in Vanessa's lap. They wonder what? That is where I believe this what off. I know this is a shorter one than the first part, but it's generally mostly of my what ifs are there either like a minute shorter to some minutes shorter, or they're almost like double the length or like 30 minutes longer. And real, I will cover the like the first mission, all that on probably done in the next week with part of this. So yeah, that will be all for me for this 500 sub special, or one of the 500 sub special. I will do two of them. Yeah, that's all for me now. Now that's so yeah. See you in the next one.